Dominic and Eric are gonna work together. Kevin, you're gonna work by yourself.
No.
And do you want to work with Annie? So who do you want to work with? Okay, Kevin, you're gonna work by yourself, right? Anahita and Jasper. If you're working with a partner, you need to decide right now who's gonna be the writer. Did you guys decide?
Yeah, I'm a racer.
Okay.
Because you write later.
6th grade, you need to learn to compromise.
I think you should stop.
Did you write yesterday? Or on Monday? She, that's a boy. Okay, why don't you guys take turns? So we're looking at page 186. Together, you guys should be looking at the decoding section. Put your finger there so I know that you're with me. Looking at this set of words, what do you find that the words have in common? What do they have to like about them? Ooh, I like the way you guys are raising your hands quite. Eric, tell us.
You are, I are,
Ooh, I see one more.
Ooh.
You are, I are, and Ani. ER, right? So let's write that on the board. So on your sound spelling board, you guys are going to have 3 different sections. ER, IR, and is it UR?
Yeah, you are.
We're going to leave an extra section for anything that might be other. Is there any others?
I don't think so.
There's not. I think they're all in those sections.
Because in the 4th grade, there's no others.
Okay, there's no others. When you guys get older, they give you some tricky words to trick you
Or
a
like
little
the
bit.
others.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple minutes to sort through these words and find the sounds and label them accordingly, okay? No, they're okay. Okay, good. I like the way you guys are compromising.
Return.
Timer for you.
Return. Wait, that's R-E.
Okay, we're going to go over it in 3 minutes, okay? You are. It's just at the end of the word. Okay.
Our control power, right?
That's okay.
Perfect.
No.
How many words are you supposed to have?
12.
Okay. Girl.
Good.
I'm over.
Okay. Wait patiently then, okay? 6th grade, if you guys are both done, why don't you compare lists together and make sure, like sharing answers. Do you guys have anything different? Yeah, what is the
You
last one?
are money.
Why don't you put it in no, this is murmur.
Can we make a sentence like right?
Remember what I told you in a few minutes it's going to turn on, but it's still you guys have a minute to finish up. I know, it's so cute. So in 6th grade, you guys have everything correct? Why don't you guys take a look at the word because we're going to do some dictation, okay? Dictation is when I ask you to spell the word on your own. So you have a lot of time to write it, to spell it, and to read it. So when I give you the words as spelling, you should be able to spell them, okay, Dominic? Okay. So take a look at them. Try to remember them, yeah. She wants to practice. You can just do it by yourself. Evan, you're going to get them all correct?
What happened?
Do you think you know how to spell all of these?
No, because I do not know
Most.
oh. Is that it? Are we gonna use the whiteboard to do spelling?
No, we're gonna do it on a piece of paper. Do you want to get the papers for us? Bring 5 sheets of paper, okay? Okay, boys. She's practicing her spelling. Okay, good. Why don't we put our markers away? Kevin's grabbing some paper for us, and we're gonna do dictation, okay? Mommy, can you put your marker away, please? Remember what we talked about doing this last week? Hold on, before you pass it out. Let's look at the book, and we're gonna read the words together, going across. Ready? All together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nurse, first, return, curse, hurt, fur, hurt, girl, curve, third, perfect, murmur. Let's say the last one again together. Murmur. Good. A mermaid. Not a mermaid. A murmur could be something like a defect that they find in your heart. I know they have such a thing called a heart Okay, let's hear just 4th grade reading the first line across. Ready? 4th grade. Nurse first, return her. 6th grade.
Her,
4th grade.
girl,
Oh, wait, hold on. Her.
her,
Third. Perfect. Murmur. Good. Okay, you guys think you got it?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
But we're gonna have time to practice, and I don't want you to worry about dictation because it's just practicing. You can erase it. Why don't you guys erase your boards and we'll start doing the dictation.
You're gonna use that.
Hey, no, sorry. It's just a bit.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I love it.
Whatever happened to your picture? Whatever happened to your picture?
You erased everything that I wrote.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Our words here. We're gonna write dictation. I want you guys to label your paper at the very top and right. Our controlled words dictation. Sorry.
It's not
Yes.
just to help us kind of write the ER.
You guys can write ER, IR, UR. You need that to help you. Let's close up with this one.
Write our name.
Your name and the date, and this should be your heading, okay? Our controlled words dictation. I like the way Eric's using his best handwriting.
You know how it says skinny write like light.
You can put our controlled words. The date is 1-29-14. 29.
Label the one.
Yeah, you guys can label it 1 to 12 and a star after the 12, okay? So you're gonna make numbers going down your paper, okay? Yes.
The sentence, the star one, when we write the sentence, do we, if we, as example, the dog ran. If we spell ran wrong or the wrong, does it still count?
I corrected, but I don't take points off of it. Okay? Eric, did you label your paper like I asked you? It needs to be 1 through 12 with a star after the 12.
Do I put her name?
Yeah, of course. So I know whose paper is whose, right, on here?
What sentence? It looks like
Collective.
that.
Okay, ready? And let's start. That's fine. Ready, number 1. Nurse. The nurse asked me how I was doing. Nurse. Try your best to remember the spelling. Remember? It can either be a UR, an IR, or an ER. Nurse. It's okay, Dominic. Don't worry. Okay, ready? First. I want it to be first in line at the supermarket. First. First. Remember, these words are all R controlled. That means there needs to be an R in them. Check your work. First. Ready for number 3?
Yeah.
Return. I had to return the shirt because it did not fit. Return. Just try your best. Don't worry. This is just another opportunity for us to practice what we know. Return. The next word is purse. Purse. My grandma always has candies in her purse. Purse. Purse.
Even though you Hanaki, it looks like the ABC words, they look like the same.
What 3 ways could we spell it? With a UR, an IR, or an ER? Purse. Okay. The next word is her. It was her sweater. Her. That one is easy. The next one is fur. The monkey had brown fur. Fur.
Are you gonna braid it today?
Probably tomorrow. Fur. The monkey had brown fur. Number 7. Hurt. My finger hurt after it got hit with the ball. Hurt. 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 Okay. The next word is girl. She was a nice girl.
In fourth grade, they said, I had a book in fourth grade. I used to spell, I used to spell girl.
Oh.
I grill.
Uh-oh. Be careful. We're not writing grill, we're writing girl. The girl was nice. Okay, next one is curb. 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 There was a curb next to the sidewalk. Curb.
What do we get on the
You'll have time to look at it. I'll put them in your phone. Okay, the next one is third. Third. She was in 3rd grade. Third. Number 11. Perfect. I got a perfect score. Perfect. Perfect. Number 12. Murmur. Murmur. A heart defect could be a murmur. Murmur. The last one. Required. I'm going to make a sentence, ready? School required me to bring a can of soup. School
I never heard of it.
required to bring a can of soup. School required to bring a can of soup. School required to bring a can of soup. The whole sentence. School required to bring a can of soup.
Well, just like, I went
It's a right sentence. School around my desk and come back to your seat.
What's this? Wow.
School required to bring in candles. Anyway, just start making a pile. Good. Have a seat once you do it. Thank you, Dominic. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Jasper. Amini. To bring candles. Okay, you guys can open up again to page 186. You don't need your pencils. You guys want to put them away? You guys can put them in. Jasper. Okay. Before we start to read the story or talk about the objective, 186 on me. Good. Fourth grade's ready. They're sitting together. They're on the correct page, not talking. Kevin, Jasper, Anahit, we're waiting for you. Good. Okay, we're gonna start talking about some of the vocabulary before we get started. Okay, so these are new to sixth grade because we didn't practice them on Monday. But fourth grade, you should have a good idea about what they mean. Okay. Did you review this with Mr. Rodriguez? Oh, maybe. What word is this?
Required.
Let's say it together 3 times. Ready?
Required.
Required. Required. Does anybody have an idea what the word required might mean? Required. Eric.
Required means when to bring some for like some rituals and am I required to bring you
You're required to bring.
a share of USA or
Okay. A scarf. Okay. Required is something that you need. Good, Dominic. I like it. Something that you need to do, right? It is required that sixth grade. What is something that all sixth graders have to do? How about the project that you worked on, Heaven? Isn't that required of your class? Do you need to do the project?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it required? It's a project about your culture, right? You did it early. That's good. But the project is still required. No matter when you do something, it's still required. Everybody in Miss Castro's class was required to make a terrarium, right? What is it, Dominic? Tell us about it. A terrarium
You
is
could put it in like a case, like
Uh-huh.
a soda bottle,
Uh-huh.
a fish thing. It's like recycled parts that you use, and you put soil. First, you put the 4 marbles or anything you want, marbles, rocks,
uh-huh.
pennies, stuff like that. In the corners of the soda can, like in the corners,
Okay.
put the sand. Dig little holes for your seeds.
For dirt. Is it dirt or sand?
It's dirt.
Okay.
Dig little holes for your seeds to put in there. Cover it up. If you want, you can put it next to the sun or water every day. I put it next to the sun so you don't need to do nothing. Just leave it there. The sun goes at it, and it makes the water drop from the thing.
Oh, okay. So, what kind of project was that?
It's a terrarium.
What subject was it?
Seven.
Science, right? That's a science project. Did Mr. Ariano's class do that project?
No.
No, because it was not required. They didn't need to do that project. But if you were in Ms. Castro's class like Dominic, that project is required. Mrs. Lynn's class is required to make a cultural project for 6th grade. Eric.
When are we gonna do when we have to make like science project like walk the block?
Oh, those are not science projects. Those are open house projects. It's going to be in May. Yes. Is it about required?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. If you guys ever need help, you can use this. The word blank means blank. One example of required is So let's use this so we can remember to speak in complete sentences, right, Jasper? Right?
Yes.
Okay, let's leave it here. Okay, the next word is promise. You guys know promise. Why don't you guys look to somebody from your grade level? So Eric and Dominic, Kevin, Aniki, and Jasper. You guys need to talk about what is a promise.
A promise.
Go ahead. Good. Don't tell me, tell them.
Promise.
What is it, Eric?
Promise.
Promise.
I promise you I'm gonna bring you both Christian.
Or like,
I promise that I'm gonna buy you a ship. I promise I will not buy you
a promise.
And then you drive with your friends somewhere.
I promise I will bring
when parents promise that you can do homework and then like drive with your friends and go somewhere.
What does driving with your friends have to do with the promise?
The word requires
Promise. You promise.
They're different.
Promise.
Oh, to keep a secret? Does it have to be to keep a secret, promise?
Like I promise you I'm gonna buy you chips.
Okay, you promise you're going to buy chips. It says if you make a promise, you are saying that something will or will not be done or happen. Like Anahit said, I promised my mom I'm going to do my homework. Did you keep your promise?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I think we need to work on that
Sometimes
promise.
you can't. Sometimes you can't keep that.
Yeah, sometimes you can't
That's why
keep your
you're
promises.
promises. You can't keep.
Exactly. Don't. It says, how would you feel if someone broke a promise to you? What do you think? Raise your hand quietly. On.
That person.
How would you feel? Listen to the question. How would you feel? How would that make you feel if somebody broke your promise?
Maybe it's about your family or about.
Okay. Maybe sad. Okay. Kevin.
Mad because the other people, the other person knows.
Somebody knows that they weren't supposed to know if it was a secret. Or it doesn't have to be a secret. What if your mom said, "Oh, on Saturday we're going to go to the movies. I promise." And you guys don't get to go to the movies because something came up. You might feel a little bit what? Sad. Anahit.
Nervous because maybe the other people won't.
Okay, you might be nervous about somebody hurting your feelings. Dominic.
Maybe it's something embarrassing.
Something embarrassing. You might be embarrassed when somebody breaks their promise. Heaven. So we have mad, sad, embarrassed, maybe disappointed.
Yeah.
Like we said, we might go to the movies and we don't get to go. Maybe a little disappointed.
What about nervous because you're nervous that somebody might tell you something?
Yes.
My mom promised, she promised to go to the movies on Friday.
Okay, so you're a little bit nervous about it. Okay, that's a good real life connection. So let's talk about promise. Who can tell me in their own words what is a promise? Does it have to be about secrets? No. Ani, what do you think?
Keep something.
When
Why
you, be careful, you're describing a secret. A promise doesn't necessarily have to be a secret. Eric.
The word promise means like I'm gonna promise you that I'm gonna do that for you, but you really don't. Sometimes.
Okay.
And you have to.
So a promise is when you say, you guys can put your hands up. When you say something will or will not happen. Do you understand, Heaven? Yes. Are you feeling okay?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to the next word. Disturb. Disturb. Let's say promise 3 times before we move on. Ready?
Promise.
Wait for my fingers. Ready?
Promise. Promise.
Let's start over. Ready?
Promise. Promise. Promise.
Promise. Let's put these back. Promise. We did require.
Oh, we didn't say required.
Yeah, we did. And now we're going to talk about disturb. Let's say it 3 times. Ready?
Disturb.
Disturb. Disturb. I didn't hear everybody. Ready? Put your hands up.
Disturb. Disturb. What are you doing?
Eric. Ready? Focus. Disturb.
Disturb. Disturb.
Okay. Ooh, I like that everybody has their hands up. Why don't we take some time to talk to each other about what is disturbing?
Disturb is like when you're.
You can tell me, Heaven.
Disturb
me disturbed right now.
What is disturbed? Bother?
Yeah, it's like somebody goes to me. All of them.
Oh, what is disturbed? When you are
doing something now and you're just
Make your brother what is it? Not brother. That's like
bothering you.
it's bother. Don't say brother. Brother is like you have a sister or a brother. But if somebody is bothering you, are you disturbing him?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm just saying
Yeah, okay, so let's talk together. Let's go around in a circle. We're gonna go this way. So we're gonna hear from Eric, then Dominic, and Evan, and keep going. Okay? Disturb.
The word disturb means like when I'm sleeping and then Dominic comes and disturbs
Okay.
me, and then I wake up and say what, and then he's looking at me.
Oh my gosh.
Say what? And
Okay. Is that a definition or an example? Yeah. So that's an example of the word disturb. If Eric was sleeping and Dominic keeps shaking him, oh, he's gonna be disturbed. Okay, Dominic, let's hear it.
I'm gonna kick
The
him out.
word disturb means someone is bothering you and you don't want them to bother you and
Okay, it just means when someone's bothering you, right?
Oh,
It doesn't have to be so long. Do you want to say an example?
one example of disturb is oh yeah, when I'm asleep, my sister Jada, she hits me in the big turn with me.
She disturbs your sleep, right?
Two?
You can just say one if you want to say the example or a definition.
Definition.
Go ahead. Okay. The word,
The word disturb means like somebody's body, like touching.
someone's bothering you.
Listen, like going,
Uh-huh.
and you're like, oh my god, I can't sleep.
You can't sleep. Does it always have to be about sleeping?
Okay, that is
Okay. Let me give you one example. If you're taking a test or doing something in class and the kid next to you is doing this, would that disturb the way that you're thinking?
Yeah.
Or what if you're
Or
taking a test and someone is sitting really close to you? Would that maybe disturb you?
Yeah, because you're like, okay,
Okay, go
the
ahead, Hannah.
example of disturbing means like, being disturbed right now because you guys are just looking at me.
Okay, that might be disturbing to you when somebody looks at you. Okay, it might bother you.
It always just
Yeah, because you don't want somebody to stare
Okay.
at you the whole time you're trying to, like, you're.
The word disturb means when you're taking a test.
Is that an example? You could say one example of disturb.
I think the word disturb means when someone is bothering you.
Bothering you.
And the one example of disturb is when you're practicing how to learn when you're taking the test and the person next to you is like eating and making
Oh, that's disturbing.
I don't
Make punches sound.
like
Maybe
when girls cute girls like cute
Disturb.
that.
Oh, he was eating gum.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, let's move on. Ready, Jasper, the last one. Disturb.
One example of disturb is like when you're doing homework and you're like making loud noises.
You're making noises.
And she's like saying quiet.
Telling you to be quiet. That you're disturbing her, right?
You gotta put there.
That's okay. I want to make another point very clear to you guys. Does a person always have to disturb you, or could a thing disturb you?
Oh, my dog yesterday was licking me,
Oh,
licking me,
no.
licking me. Oh, like,
Sometimes dogs bark.
Sometimes animals disturb you. Sometimes maybe you're sleeping and your alarm clock goes off and it disturbs your peace. You're like, oh, I just want to shut it off. I want to go back to sleep.
Oh, I have an alarm.
It disturbs you. It's bothering me, right?
I have an alarm on my iPod. It's like what's it called, hi-fi alarm.
Oh no.
I had it next to me. I didn't even do it. I thought I moved it somewhere else.
Uh-huh.
I put it all the way to, it went all the way loud. All the way loud. Oh my gosh. I was like,
Did it
this?
disturb
And
you?
then I was like, oh my god. Oh,
You could say it disturbed my alarm. Disturbed me when I was sleeping.
My dad disturbed me.
Your dad disturbs you.
He was all that to do. It was a hard wind, and then the tree fell down.
Did it disturb you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Ready? Oh wait, did we say disturb you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll do the next one. Ready? This word is hurdles. Ready?
Hurdles. 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 Stop doing that on purpose.
Ready?
Hurdles. Hurdles. Hurdles.
Okay. Sixth grade's doing a really good job about listening carefully and following directions. Okay. Fourth grade, you need to try a little bit harder. Okay?
It's
Not
nice.
like super great job. What are hurdles? Jasper.
Is it like when there's like a pack of
Boys.
It's like there's when a pack of tigers.
There's a pack of tigers. Oh, you're saying like a herd. That word would be herd. I'll write it for you.
Oh, I got one.
Hold on, let me clarify something. This is herd, Eric. I hear you talking. This is the word herd, like a group of tigers or a group of lions. The word we're looking at is hurdles.
Isn't it hurdles like a pack of food?
No, I can read it for you.
Hurdles.
Hurdles are barriers or obstacles that someone can jump over. I ran down the track and jumped over each of the hurdles. Where have you seen people jumping over hurdles? Heaven?
A fence.
A fence could be a hurdle. Yes?
In a race where you have to jump over the
Yes, exactly. Eric?
A horse race.
Okay, a horse. A horse race. Maybe you've seen it on TV or you can see it maybe with horses like Eric said or with people like Heaven and Dominic. A lot of runners, they have something.
Yeah,
Like a
and
little
then they have to-
something.
And then the
And
door
then there's
opens it.
a little bit further. They have to jump over it. And another, and they have to jump over it. So the person is running,
Yeah, there
running,
is one
and
right
to
here.
jump, and then they have to run and to jump.
Is that that's the gymnastics?
No.
Sometimes if
Well,
you mess up, you
sometimes-
run the race.
This is like in a track
I
race.
really go down and you can play.
Okay. Oh, that's a little different. The hurdles are smaller like that. Also, if you see a horse maybe in competition or a dog in competition, the small little dogs, they make the horses and the animals jump over the hurdle.
Oh,
That's like a
yeah.
trick that they can do. I don't
And
know.
there's sometimes there's like dogs they have to move them and they have to put them in a cage.
So what do they have to do?
Like bring them.
What do you have to do? Jump over it.
There's sometimes they have to go over
Yeah.
and like go like around and around.
Okay, but let's hear from Anahi because she's waiting patiently. Go ahead.
So my dad did because when I was watching the TV show, and then he's like, I did hurdles, and I'm like, really? And then he's like, yeah, but I had to go, but there were these things blocking me, I had to jump
Yeah.
over, and then there was a highest one that he made it.
Okay. So remember that instead of saying, oh, there's these things, we can say there were hurdles. There are hurdles. Hurdles are objects or barriers that people use maybe in track to jump over, animals may jump over them, and so on. Okay? Is that good, you guys?
Yeah.
Give me a thumbs up if you understand hurdles. Did you hear that bell?
Where?
No, this is another bell. Yeah. Okay. Oh, he has a bell?
Oh yeah, the chime.
Okay, let's look at the comprehension section where it says theme. Okay, let's take turns reading it. No, what's wrong with your comprehension? We're going to take turns reading one sentence by one. So Eric, the first one, Dominic, the next, so on. Okay, go ahead, Eric. Theme,
The themes is the lesson or
message,
about life that the
author,
wants to give in a story.
Dominic. To identify,
To identify a story's theme, pay
attention,
attention to
characters, words, action,
action and what happens as a
result,
result of their
action.
actions.
Okay, it says at the bottom, have you read the last one? A theme chart.
A theme chart will help you identify an author's message.
A theme chart will help you identify an author's message. Stay with us, okay? Okay. So we're gonna create our own theme charts in our journals today. I want you guys to go and get your writing journals right now, and we're gonna read this. Go and get your journal. That'll be your stretch. Boys, you need to get your journal.
Sorry, you can. Oh, see, that's not even exercise.
Go and do
You
it.
just gave it to me.
It's okay.
Which side do you get exercise?
I mean, get the pencils for it.
Oh my god, he took the pencils already.
Oh, come on.
See, we call that exercise. That's not exercise.
You
I just walk.
You walk all the way to there.
Okay. Let me see this ready. You guys should be open to a new page with a pencil, with a date and everything.
Guess what I have in my backpack?
What is it?
I know.
Just want
What would I have a Buddha ball?
Oh yeah, those.
My mom has one. Wait. I have a. Guess what it is?
What is it?
It starts with the A.
An apple.
No, why would I have an apple in my backpack?
Can you sharpen it? No.
It's something to draw with. It starts with the A-S. A-X? A-S. Tablet? No.
A.S. the tablet?
A-S? It's an art set. My backpack. Duh, that's to draw with.
Okay, does everyone have their date on their paper? Jasper is almost ready. Anahit's ready. Where's your date here?
No, there isn't.
Dominic, your date.
Don't you, Miss Bueno, she said we have to learn me. You don't have to.
So let's look at page 187. We're gonna see a gift for Grandpa Bert. Why don't we start with 6th grade? Jasper, read the first paragraph. Anahit, the second paragraph, and Heaven, the last paragraph. Okay? I expect everyone to be following along. Okay? Go ahead.
Grandpa Bird always didn't listen.
Always did.
Always did nice things for
Curtis.
Curtis. He helped him with homework. Grandpa Bird even took Curtis to a theme park. Curtis always said you are the best
When
Heaven.
Grandpa Bird got older, he required extra help.
Curtis.
Curtis made a promise to care his dog,
Gordon.
As a kid, he used to run
Hurdles.
with
Gordon. Who's Gordon?
It's the dog.
The dog. Okay. Go ahead.
Curtis and Gordon visit Grandpa Bert at the nursing home. Gordon stayed by his side and did not disturb anyone. When Grandpa Bert saw them, he smiled. You are the best grandkid ever.
Aw, that's nice. Okay, so this was a short story about who?
Grandpa Bird and Curtis and
Gordon.
The
So
dog.
who's Curtis? Raise your hand. Dominic.
it's the grandkid.
The grandson. Curtis is the grandson. Who's Bert? Eric.
The grandpa.
Okay, the grandpa is Bert. And Gordon? Takes away.
It's the dog.
It's the dog. Okay. So looking back, we're going to look for some clues to tell us about the theme. What do you think the theme is, or what do you think the author was trying to say? What's the message that they're talking about in this short story? What's the theme? What is the author talking about? What do they want you to know? Anahi?
That he needs help, but he's always nice.
Okay. Oh, you said something good. he's always doing nice things. What about Curtis? Is he a nice grandson?
Yeah, that's what.
Okay. What are
That's like-
some clues? Let's fill out the theme first. So I want you to maybe go halfway down your page to the middle of your page, and the middle of your page here. Good, Dominic. To the middle of your page. Yeah, we can write theme there. Middle. Yeah. Let's write theme, and we're gonna say, what do we know about
Dry
Curtis?
marker.
Dry marker. What do we know about Curtis? What can we say is the theme? Aniki put it in a nice way. She said Curtis. Curtis okay, he's a great grandson.
We write this?
Yeah. What do you want to say about Grandpa? Okay. That could be a clue for us though. So let's leave the theme as that. Curtis is a great grandson. Now we're gonna put some clues together of how do we know that Curtis is a great grandson. Let's go back. We're gonna look for text evidence. We need a specific quote to tell us that Curtis is a great grandson. What's a clue? Jasper.
Oh, Chris made a
From
promise to take care of his dog.
who's his dog?
Grandpa's
dog. Grandpa Bert's dog. Okay, so now that we have our theme copied down, Eric, did you get it? Okay, let's write down a clue. Jasper, what was the first clue?
That Chris made a promise to Grandpa that he'll walk the dog.
Okay, let's make a quote first. So let's copy from the book and we're gonna, next to clue 1. So find a place to write clue number 1, or just clue. Yeah, right there, that's fine. Let's find a clue. You can put a colon like that. You can say Curtis. This is from the book, you guys. Curtis made a promise. What does it say, Jasper?
A promise to take care of his
To
dog.
care for his.
Isn't it to take care?
In the story, it says to care. It just says care. It doesn't need to say take, but we usually see it that way. Curtis made a promise to care for his dog, Gordon. Not only because it's a person talking, it's because we didn't make this up. When you put quotations, it lets the reader know that, hey, Anahi got this from the book. She didn't make that up. You don't know Curtis, right? You know Gordon? You know Grandpa Bert? No, so we just read about them and now we're taking the quotation or the sentence and we're putting the sentence as a clue. So we need to use quotation marks. Okay? Eric, make sure that you add that. Dominic, good. 5 more minutes and we're going to go back to class. Okay. Curtis made a promise to care for his grandpa's dog, Gordon. How does that show us that Curtis is a nice person?
Because while his grandpa getting older, he can't like do stuff.
Yeah,
He can't walk.
so he can't really walk or he can't really take care of his own dog, so
Because the dog is stronger.
yeah. Okay,
But the dog can help them. The dog can help them.
but does Curtis use the dog to help him?
Like doggy baby water.
No.
Doggy baby.
He takes care of the dog, Dominic.
It's a dog wants food and the food is already there.
The dog can't get it. Okay, girls, put your hands down. So if you were getting old, Dominic, and you're an old man and you can't take care of your dog, wouldn't you want someone to help you take care of it? Wouldn't that be a nice thing to do?
I know who's gonna call tomorrow.
Eric.
I will say no.
Oh,
He has to say no because he'll be old by now.
Okay, let's look for another clue in our story.
have my
How else do we know about our theme? Our theme is that Curtis is a great grandson. But how else do we know? Ani, I would be looking for text clues right now. Jasper already told us one. He knows another one. Let's see. Let's give us a second to look, okay?
Yeah, just.
Isn't our you are the best?
I like it. Yes, Heaven, good. Who said that?
Me. The son.
Oh wait,
Grandson.
the grandson. He said,
Said to the grandpa.
who is he saying it to?
I got the
Grandpa.
Why don't we write by saying Curtis said?
But
Hold
isn't
on.
it weird that your the kid is the grandson is saying that to his grandpa and the grandpa says you are the best grandkid ever?
He said he's the best. Oh, we can use that one. I like the one at the bottom.
I know.
We'll
You're
say,
the best.
that grandpa
You're
said
the
it, right?
best friends.
So we'll say grandpa.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
Grandpa said
You're the best.
And the
you are the best. No,
It's just the.
you are the best grandkid ever. You think grandpa would say that if he didn't mean it?
isn't it weird because they both saying it to each other. You are the best grandpa ever, and you are the best grandkid ever.
Did we already write that on the thing?
No, it says Curtis is a great grandson. That's just a thought that we made up. Remember, Ani said that was something that we could gather. That Curtis is a nice kid, right? Why is he nice?
The kid's name?
Because he knows his grandpa.
He loves his grandpa. That's why he'll take care of him. He made a promise. That's a clue that we know he's a good kid. He made a promise. What else? Did he keep his promise?
Yeah.
Where does it say that?
He
Heaven.
He said Curtis made a promise to care for his dog from Gordon.
Okay. Let's look at the third paragraph though. Curtis and Gordon.
Curtis and Gordon visit grandpa were at the nursing home.
I like that.
Nursing home.
Nursing home.
Nursing home.
Oh,
Do you think that's a good clue?
Yeah.
That he's taking time out of his day to go and visit his grandpa. Does that make him a nice kid?
yeah.
Does that make him a great grandson?
Yeah, because he's going at his time to see his grandpa.
So what quote can we use, Eric? Curtis
Curtis and
Gordon.
Gordon visit grandpa were at the nursing home.
Okay, Curtis and Gordon
Visit grandpa were at the nursing home.
It's in the book. It's in the the third paragraph, first sentence. Ani, you find it in the book? It's here. Curtis and Gordon visit Grandpa Bert in the nursing home. Okay. Once you finish writing that, do all these clues help to support our theme?
Yeah.
What is our theme?
Curtis is,
Curtis is a great grandson
How do we know that that's the theme?
because
What did we find?
find the clue.
We found 3 clues, right? All of these clues help to support the idea that Curtis is a good person. He's a great kid, right? Good. We didn't. It's not a paragraph about Curtis being selfish and going to the zoo and spending all his grandpa's money, right?
Well, grandpa has a lot of money.
You don't know about that.
Yes, I do because I see my grandpa.
Okay.
My grandpa was
Listen.
involved.
Listen to what we're talking about. All of these clues help to support the idea that Curtis is a good person. We were able to go back in the text and find evidence in the reading of why he's a good person. Give me a thumbs up. want you guys to close your journals, close your books, stay seated, put the pencils away. Thank you. Okay, let's start with Eric. Eric, tell us one thing that you learned today. Today I learned. You can think of vocabulary. You can think of the theme. You can
Today
think
I learned vocabulary, what they mean, and then how to write.
of, okay, what kind of words?
Like arm, the stair.
Okay, the spelling words
Yeah.
or the phonics words.
Yeah.
Dominic, what are you doing? Are you listening to Eric?
He's getting a shoe.
Okay, but you need to keep everything on the table. Because now it's your turn to tell us one thing that you learned.
Okay.
Today,
Today I learned in the story,
Grandpa Bird.
Grandpa Bird has a very nice grandson, and Grandpa Bird is also a very nice grandpa.
Okay, that's good. Eric and Dominic, you guys can put your stuff away and go back to class. Eric, I think you can go to theater, okay?
Today I learned about
Eric.
spelling
Eric,
like
what happened?
There's like
Who's the
save 3
teacher?
times, save 3 times,
But Miss
and words to like know how to spell them,
Okay, so you practice some spelling.
and learn to read a story about his grandson, Grandpa Bird, and Gordon, and birds.
Are there any words that you learned about?
Yeah,
Bye, Miss
What's a hurdle?
a hurdle is like when somebody jumps over something.
Okay, good. Have you put it away? You can go. Honey?
I learned about the vocabulary words.
Okay, give me an example.
Disturb.
What is Tell me, what is disturb? Disturb means.
Disturb means when someone is bothering you.
Okay, good. I like it.
Promises you to keep something.
Okay.
And then I learned about